All right, here's a reality check. 56% of Americans can't afford a $1,000 emergency expense. This data just came out this week. So when I look at that, I ask myself this question. What is the reason behind this? Is it because America has failed its people? Is it because the people haven't truly learned how to use money, like we talk about, or know how money is used? But I'll be honest with you, I don't see how, and I don't want people to feel like, man, I'm disconnected. But we live in America. There is no cap on how much money you can produce in this country. So is it lack of education? Yep. Is it lack of exposure? True. But how long do we let that be the crutch in which we stand on? Now I get it. Once you come into the information, it's hard to show people what you're doing and what you've learned if what you've learned and what you're doing hasn't changed your life. It's hard. But how long will you, the person who have the information, let the people around you not have $1,000 for an emergency expense? Because the one thing I often say is once you become knowledgeable, you have now became responsible. So I'm responsible for my family now. I'm responsible for the next couple generations that they have to learn financial literacy. They have to learn about investing. They have to learn about business. I'm responsible for that. So at some point, I become responsible that my family doesn't have $1,000 for an emergency expense. At some point, I take on that. Because when we talk about generational wealth, we're not talking about one person, we're talking about a family. We're talking about a bloodline. We're talking about lineage. We talk about turning our family last name to an asset. I'm not telling you save the world. I'm just telling you in the Trappin mansion, we say I will be responsible for increasing my family's purchasing power. We cannot live by that and then take parts that we don't want to abide by. Like, I really take full responsibility because my family been telling me since Christmas. They hit me up last month like, Trap, free. Bro, let's get on the call so we can put the thing together. I'm like, all right, bro, like, I got to get my tax stuff right. My aunties, my uncle, and my cousins done all hit me. It's my fault right now. It's my fault. But I will not sit around and watch my family commit financial genocide. I will not be a part of that. Now, will everybody be millionaires? I don't know. But freedom doesn't always have to be $1 million price tag. The price tag on freedom doesn't always have to be $1 million. Would I love for every one of them to be millionaires? Yep. But everybody starts at a different point. Now, here's what I do know. In 5 to 7 years, everybody can be a millionaire, but what I can't be responsible for is people's action. But what I can be responsible for is putting the information in their face, giving them the recipe, giving them the strategy, and saying, not on my watch. There's no way that 56% of Americans, that's more than half of America. I'm not saying that it's not real. I'm saying that we got work to do. We cannot have a stat that says that more African American, more Spanish people, more Hispanic people are now investing than ever before, and then come right back and say 56% of Americans don't have $1,000. What are we doing? What are we doing? And I'm not gonna lie, as much as we don't agree with a lot of stuff that Dave Ramsey said, the first thing Dave Ramsey say do is put $1,000 up to save. It's the first thing he say do. As much as I don't agree with a lot of stuff that he talk about, and it's not that he's wrong, but it's just that I'm looking at the game from a different perspective. But one of the things I do agree with is you got to have some type of liquid money somewhere. So the first thing he tell you to do is, before he even tell you get out of debt, he say, go find a way to get $1,000 and put it on the side ASAP. And here's why that makes so much sense, because the average emergency in America that you're going to have for the people is going to cost about $1,000 to $1,500. The average emergency that a person going to have in that working class is going to be about $1,000 to $1,500. So I want us to work on that. Even if you got the $1,000 in your investment account, I'm not mad at it because you still got access to it. But man, we gotta change this stat. We can't be on this wealth building journey. We can't be on this wealth building mission, investing everything and saying, yo, I don't even got 1,000. I don't even got 1,000. You know, they got people that got insurance. That means you got insurance and can't even pay the deductible. That's not good. We cannot truly be on a mission to build wealth, but still having poverty mindset tendencies. At some point, we got to be financially capable of playing this game at a high level. There's no magic pill. So watch this, man. 40% of parents financially support grown children, spending an average of $1,384 per month on their support. Say it again, 47%. So watch these two stats go back to back. If 56% of Americans don't have $1,000, but 47% of parents are supporting fully grown children and they are spending almost $1,400 on their support. Yo, we have a problem. We have a problem. Look at this, Gen Z, right? Non-leisure travel, 17%. Casual travel, 1 or 2 trips, 30%. Frequent leisure travel. You're traveling. Why do you have money to travel? Make that make sense to me. Why do we have money to travel, y'all? At some point, we got to say, yo, let me just stop doing all this stuff. Remember I said something early in the thing. What did I say? I said, your money, your income is your most powerful wealth building tool, but most people are what? Financially exhausted. And one of the reasons why people are exhausted is because you are letting your money employ someone else. And it's working harder for someone else than it is for you. And only you can make the adjustment. Like I always want my money working twice as hard for me as I work to get it. I don't want my money working twice as hard for somebody else and I worked hard to get it. Now, I'm not the person to tell you don't buy nothing, don't spend no money, but you need more of your money working for you so you can put yourself in position to be prosperous perpetually. Or should I say perpetually prosperous? That may be a better way to put it.